Greetings, family. Um, Today is Sunday, November the 2nd, 2014. Uh, this is going to be my first video recording on ruminating the raw, uncut truth. This is my son, Kaiden. He's home with me every day, working with me every day, doing everything with me, so it just seems fitting that he's going to be in my first video recording with me as well. Today's topic, I'm going to really just talk about unwavering commitment and, obedience is better than sacrifice. So, I'm just going on with my testimony and my walk with Allah and my walk and my commitment as I, continue to move forward and making choices to stick with my commitments and to do the will of Allah in my life. I'm currently reading the Quran. I've gotten to the point where I'm at the cave. That's the surah that I'm on now. So I'm about halfway through the book, and I'm enjoying the revelations as they come. I'm taking it slow because as I read, I am also applying and reviewing how I can apply it in my life. So with this change and with this process, it's a not going backwards change. It's a change and a commitment that I'm going to stick to. Recently I was still walking the fence a little bit in regards to two aspects of philosophies that I had been exposed to in my life. As a young girl, young teenager, I met a woman that was a Rasta, and she was a huge influence spiritually in my life. And for a long time, I wavered back and forth, is Muslim, am I Muslim, or am I a Rasta? Which way is it? And when I looked at the teachings, and realized, hey, at the end of the day, Rasta is not my culture. That's not where I originated from. It is not what rings true to me. As I read my Quran and as I follow the instructions in the Quran, I daily come into a sense of peace. I daily come into a sense of knowing what Allah is speaking into my life is really true. And as I apply the words and the knowledge and the teachings, I get further and further into peace in my life, and it's demonstrated. Where it was a point in time that, it felt like I was just living and walking and breathing in hell on earth, to the point where I'm at now, where it's just, I have my struggles. I'm not saying I don't have struggles, but I'm still at peace through those struggles. And that's something that I have never experienced before in my life. And I give thanks to Allah for truly His intervention into my affairs, because, I was lost. I was lost in deep into sin and into craziness and into rebellion. Just rebellion and doing whatever I wanted to do. I was defining my own choices and my own actions and my own measuring stick on a day-by-day, case-by-case basis. And you know how it is when you're making your own rules. No one else knows what rules you're following, so everybody else is, confused. And, it's just been a point of clarity, and it's moments in time when I get to that place where, okay, I know the will of Allah. It has been instructed to me. I have read it. I understand it. I'm clearly hearing what I have to do. And then I take a time and I pause and I look at it and I waver it and I measure it up and I look at the world and I talk to a couple people and I say, hold up, wait a minute, this is how I used to do it. This is how I used to think. This is what I used to do. And this is the results that it got me. I can look back in my life. I'm 39 years old now, and I can look back in my life and say, wait a minute. That didn't work for me. Over the last 39 years, it didn't work. You know? So what am I doing today that is different? What am I going to do today that's going to change it? Because we know that the true definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but yet expecting a different result. And that's what I was doing. I was doing the same thing, but expecting a different result. I was walking into a fantasy world. I was existing with something called a rose-colored glasses on, where everything in reality was distorted by what was in my mind. I had my own reality in my mind. That reality was not sufficient to, bring me positive results and to bring me into true success into life. So, it's been a step-by-step, day-by-day process. And, I'm continuing to grow. I'm not saying I have arrived. I'm not saying that I haven't arrived. But I'm walking the walk and talking the talk. So, with that being said, I again give thanks. I'm grateful. And, I continue to say one day at a time, one step at a time, as I look forward to what else Allah reveals for me in my life. So, with that, I'm going to say Assalamu alaikum. This is my son Kaiden. Say hi, give thanks. Assalamu alaikum. We'll see you soon.